Recently, Alexa took a trip to Florida to see her family.
And she has left us all by ourselves.
Shame. Really, it's a shame. I don't even know what to do, really.
Yeah.
So.
Hey guys.
She is back! All right. Now we can do the podcast. Thank God.
Yay!
Slay.
Chair. I do have a chair.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Tim.
I'm back.
Welcome
from Florida.
back.
She's back. She's
Good,
tan. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Slay. She's glowing.
Okay.
So,
Going.
in today's episode, we're going to be reading some Reddit stories. We have a romance one, funny ones, and scary
We
ones.
do?
And just
Yep.
like downright like bizarre, just like weird
Yeah.
and inconvenient.
Yeah.
I love
So
it.
we're gonna be giving advice, telling you what we
Our
would do,
thoughts?
or just our thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. We're going to start with the scary one because I just thought it was interesting. Actually, we're going to start with this funny one.
Is it my phone?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
That's
okay.
crazy. Because you just got in from
crazy. Yeah.
Florida.
What do you mean?
Oh.
Plane.
That's wild. That's so
Okay.
crazy.
All right.
Okay.
This is from Silica Fume.
Oh, silicone.
love that word.
Silica. Okay. This is a funny one. I live in a small town in British Columbia, and every summer I always get lots of black bears cutting through my yard to get to the neighbor's plum tree. I used to have a dog that would go crazy and bark and chase these bears. The bears normally didn't care, and if they did, they would turn around and my dog would start getting mad at them, and then she would just run away. Until he got old. During one of his last summers, when he couldn't move too fast anymore, he approached a bear and started barking at it. I ran over to drag my dog back inside as the bear turned around to face us. My dog couldn't move, and I was getting panicked. So, I punched the bear in the face.
Oh.
It was stunned for a second, and then it lumbered over to the neighbor's yard, and I managed to drag my dog inside.
What kind of dog is this?
Yeah,
Is this a
what?
I
German
don't
Shepherd
know.
or is it like a Chihuahua?
But she
a few
punched
things.
a bear in the face.
In the nose? Or like
Are the black bears the ones that like aren't really a threat?
Yeah, which ones are
it's
the ones
the
that you're
grizzly
like...
bears that are like grizzly bears and polar bears will kill you in 2 seconds.
Okay, so yeah,
It's
black
like
bears
it's
are
like
like the ones
grizzly
that
bears
are
are like don't run.
But
Black bears is like do run. And
Oh.
something like that. And
It's
polar
just
bears is like
decided
and polar
to-
bears is it doesn't matter.
You're
dead.
You're gonna die.
So she decided to
I
punch
just
the black bear
imagine
in the
like
face.
you like being the person like I'm the bear, you punch me, the bear just sits there and is
It's like, what?
I'm just gonna go on my way.
It's like that hasn't happened before.
I just want
You-
some
that's
bombs.
Usually humans like run and scream.
Exactly.
Like
I would not. Like, there's no way I could have done that. But like, I don't know. Maybe for my dog.
Oh yeah, for my dog, I probably couldn't sit there and watch my dog get like eaten by a bear or
no,
something. So.
that
I
would be
love my
bad.
dog, but I
Yeah.
feel like I would have gotten eaten.
Well, I don't want to get eaten
Yeah.
either. It's just, I mean, I don't want to say it's just a dog.
But also,
it's
like,
just
if
a
my
dog.
dog got
Yeah.
killed and I could have done
Valid.
something, I would have like sobbed for a million
Exactly.
months and
Yeah.
years and
But like
Exactly.
when I'm like facing a black bear, I'm not thinking like, okay, well these are the bears that aren't gonna kill me. I'm thinking any bear's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which
It's a bear,
do
it
I
can
need
kill you.
It's a
to
bear.
It's
act
a
like
bear.
I'm bigger than, run from. Yeah.
yeah, that one's interesting. Well, it kind of reminds me of like when people say you're supposed to punch a shark instead of like try to swim away. So
Yeah,
like,
or,
gouge
like,
its eyes
get
out.
its
Yeah, like
gills,
poke its eyes out,
yeah.
It's a little. It's not really that significant, and it's really short. It's
What's
entered
what's
by
the topic?
pineapple. Oh, just life.
Okay.
You'll understand the topic.
Okay.
Entered or was submitted by Pineapple Bun. This was 13 years ago.
Yeah, this was 10 years, so hopefully the dog's still alive.
I want to read the scary one.
one.
Growing up, my
Okay.
older siblings always used to say I was adopted as a joke. Turns out it's true.
Oh.
Did they know it was true, or did they like also?
I don't
Wait,
know.
read it again?
Pineapple Bun says.
Okay.
Growing up, my older siblings also whoa. Oh, used to
Whoa.
always say that I was adopted as a joke. Turns out it was true.
Shoot.
Um,
Why didn't they tell them when they were like,
I want to know if
They
the siblings
know.
like actually knew, and like the person that they were told was like,
Oh,
"Oh, they're
gosh,
just
how
trying
much
to
is
tease me."
yeah.
But maybe
And
they
they're
also
like,
didn't
oh,
know.
Wait,
and
you
found out
actually are.
it
But
was-
like
it was true.
if I'm like if like Penn was like messing with Kate that like she's adopted. Granted, this is a bad example because they're triplets, but like she's
But, like, he
adopted,
doesn't look like me.
and
yeah,
Kurt and Tiffany knew that they were adopted. Be like, Penn,
yeah,
I wish-
not right now.
If I was adopted, I think I'd rather. Everyone's like, "Oh, it'd be so dramatic to find that out." Yeah,
I'd
if you're like
rather
a
know.
teenager, I want to know
Yeah.
since I was.
Yeah,
I
I
want to know. I want to know from the beginning that I was
Yeah.
adopted.
I feel
Exactly.
I
That's just me, though.
think I knew somebody that was adopted.
Really?
Because my
I know that. Okay, might be a different angle. Kate's phone decided that there's too much storage.
Yeah.
we're too funny for the phone to handle.
That's
Yeah.
okay. This one's kind of like. This one's kind of
Yeah,
long.
there's 2 slides to it. Yeah.
What?
This one
Seems funny.
It's a
It's
scary
scary,
one, so we'll
but-
see if it's good.
You got this.
About 2 years ago, I was driving home from a family reunion pretty late at night, and the drive was about 2 hours. I didn't stay the night because I had to be back for work the following day. Most of the drive was on roads with dense bushes and trees on either side, the real creepy ones you see a lot in movies. Anyway, I had been driving about 45 minutes and I was starting to get really
I
tired.
didn't read the rest of this.
You know how sometimes you suddenly become really tired out of nowhere? Well, yeah, that happened to me. I knew I wasn't going to last, but I didn't come across any place that I felt I could park and sleep safely. Anyway, after it became clear to me that I wasn't going to find a place to pull up and my tiredness wasn't going away, I did something very questionable. I pulled over to the side of the road onto the grass behind some bushes to try to hide from my car from anyone else who was going to come past.
What?
The roads weren't empty. I came across another car every few minutes or so. I made a mental note that the time was 11:22 and I fell asleep. Sometime later, I was awoken by a scratching sound. I looked at the clock, 11:50. The sound stopped after a few seconds, and because I was still extremely tired, I didn't bother looking around and simply went back to sleep. I was later awoken by the same sound, and now it was 12:40. This time, it freaked me out. This time it really freaked me out because the sound didn't stop. The thought ran across my mind that it was just an animal expecting the car, but why would it return almost an hour after it had left the previous time? I looked in my rearview mirror and just managed to catch a glimpse of something running away in the forest. Now, at the time, I thought it looked like a killer. There's a bad word. It was the killer. It was a killer. You know, the one that scratched a couple's car, then slaughtered the guy that he got out to investigate. F that, I thought to myself. So I got the hell out of there. There was a bend no more than 100 yards up the road, and as I came around it, there was an effing car parked off to the side of the road where the driver's side door opened. I slowed down just to see if anyone was in there. There wasn't. Then I looked in my rearview mirror. I didn't see anything, and all of a sudden, this guy comes sprinting around the corner. He starts screaming at me, shouting stuff like, "Hey, you, get the F out of your car now." I said no, and I got out of there and sped off. I never saw the guy again. Moral of the story, don't sleep on the side of a deserted road.
Wait,
I did not know that was how that was
Does-
going to go.
Does the so much to take in?
Yeah.
Did she like get out of her car and sleep behind like
That's
bushes?
what I was
She
kidding.
slept in the bushes behind the car because that was safer than being in the car.
Safe than being
So,
in a
like,
locked car.
Someone
Right.
would, someone would come
Got
up
it.
to
So
the
if
car.
But she said there was a previous killer that like went and
It was like the name of a killer, but she said it in like a weird way, so I didn't say it. There was apparently a killer that scratched up people's cars and like then slaughtered them. So she was like, "Oh, it's definitely that guy."
So she almost got killed by a serial killer.
I'm sorry, but like I don't care how
Also, I'm
tired you
confused-
are, just like it's a 2-hour drive. You're probably like an hour in.
Yeah.
You know what I do?
Don't sleep in the bushes.
Put on blast Justin Bieber. Put on something really like concert like, and have a concert in your car.
Splashing water in your face.
That's what I do.
And you'll be fine.
Go to a gas station,
Don't
splash
sleep
water on
behind
your
a
face, get an
bush
energy drink,
next to your
and then
car.
have a personal one-man concert.
Yeah,
Also, I
Exactly.
think I agree strongly. I also think that like what was I gonna say? Oh, if you're that tired, but like I just would have so much anxiety like sleeping. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Yeah, I would not.
I would
be
not
able to
do
sleep,
that by
regardless
myself.
How tired I was.
By myself.
Yeah, no.
But,
that's
like,
not
But
gonna work.
also, it happens a lot. I've heard a lot of stories of people where like you're driving, you're like, don't fall asleep, like you're driving, like you don't think your body would let you do that, but you just like nod off on the road, like not
I've
on
done it.
purpose. Okay.
One time I was driving home and one of my a family friend, I'll say that. He was driving home. We were driving home from Iowa City. It was like my dad's friend. Okay, leave it.
Okay.
And he we were like driving home. My dad's like, "Do you want me to drive?" He's like, "No, we're good." And he just like pours water on his head like to keep him going. And I was like,
That's not it.
"Oh God."
That's not the one.
No.
Anyways, splash cold water in your face. Will you pull?
Yeah.
Was there anyone?
Oh my gosh.
That's just
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just very odd.
Okay,
That's
so this is
bold, I would say.
Yeah.
vanilla. Read it.
Vanilla sarsaparilla.
Vanilla sarsaparilla.
Oh,
There we go. Wow. We're just
Anyways, okay, this is her like responding to one. So she said,
like-
probably not as common as some here, but the mother who didn't believe her granddaughter was deathly allergic to coconuts and killed her by putting coconut oil in her hair. # mother knows best.
She didn't believe that she was allergic to coconuts. So she just
Wait,
guess
killed?
not. Killed her.
Wait.
Like okay, like imagine
coconut
like
oil in your head though?
you're
yeah,
mad,
because it'll
just seeps right
seeps
in.
into your head. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't-
or like imagine like you're like allergic to peanuts, they put peanut oil all over your face.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna die.
Oh my god, how old was this child?
I don't know.
Mother knows
Vanilla
best.
sarsaparilla.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Shout out. Wow.
Shout out!
How like man, it killed her. Okay, like if you're gonna like test out things about coconut, give her like a flake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Don't
like
be
not
Do
like,
it in a
let's
ho-
rub
do it
it
in a
all over
hospital.
your head.
Yeah, do it
Yeah,
in
do
a
it in a
hospital.
hospital.
Yeah.
Have someone nearby. Have 911 speak
Or
out.
just
Let you
not
know.
believe your daughter that she's allergic to coconut.
Like what
What
would
would
you
it
get by
harm?
proving
Why
that?
did
would
she
it harm?
need to use
What
coconut
would it
oil?
harm it? Like she just won't believe her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's really
But,
bad. Okay, I have one more.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
That's a shame.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's real interesting.
Real interesting.
Real
Okay, Southern
interesting.
twang on that one, Kate.
Thanks.
That's a shame.
That is a shame.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
A shame.
This one's a funny one.
That's enough.
We can cut
Okay. In high school, junior year, first day of class, teacher walks in. It's an older, wrinkly guy with a stash.
Wrinkly.
A little weird looking. His shirt is only tucked in on one side. Everyone is just getting the wrong vibe from this guy. Like he's not all there in the head. He's just a manic look in his eyes. He's creepy. He starts going through attendance, not looking up the whole time. Then he gets to my name.
Sorry.
Starts to say, then stops, looks up and scans the room, looks directly at me. Ah, Mr. 102194. I'm glad you're here. How's your family? Is your little sister still playing the piano? Is that model ship still in your dresser? Is your room still blue? I'm shocked, mortified. I can't find the words to respond. This paper has just described my family and the room I sleep in at night. Of course it is. It's only been, what, a week? That's what the teacher said. Then he goes back to attendance, panics. What is it?
She's weak.
She's weak. God, I didn't do it.
I cracked myself up.
Okay.
We can cut what I said though. We're just like.
Okay.
We have to bleep out a lot of this.
Yeah. Then he goes back to attendance. Panics were had that day. But anyway, the next day I found out that the old crazy guy is my uncle's best friend, and they and my dad decided to pull a prank on me for my first day.
Oh, okay.
The teacher wasn't so crazy looking the rest of the year. He shaved the pedestal, which he grew especially for the prank, apparently.
Devotion.
Dressed better, stopped making his eye twist in others. It was a funny prank, but I thought he was gonna kill me.
That's insane because like
That's kind of funny though.
imagine like you show up, like you have to like tell your boss that and stuff.
Yeah.
You'll show up looking homeless to teach some kids.
I'm not actually looking like this, sorry, but I
That's
just
so
need to
funny.
prank this person.
Oh my gosh.
I would
If
love
that
to,
happened to me,
I
I'd
would
be like,
I'd like to be on the other side of the prank. I would like to be on like the
I
side
would
that
have been
knows.
like,
That'd be so
what
funny.
is happening? And I'd be like, thank God I'm not that person.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
To start off.
Oh my gosh.
I want to know what like the other like students, did no one say anything or like
Yeah.
report it?
Yeah,
I feel
know.
like a student would have reported that.
Exactly.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like
Yeah.
they report it to the principal and they're like, oh, that's so odd.
Unless they were like, oh well, like maybe that he does know him like secretly or something.
Yeah.
But I wonder how the person
That's
responded.
such a weird way
to
to
it.
say it. Like, is your room still blue?
Yeah.
Call them
Did
a
you
number,
tell this?
too.
Yeah.
I'm confused on the number part. What is that?
I don't either.
It's like-
It's
it's like
definitely not an address.
No, I think it was like
I was thinking like jail cell number.
yeah, well not like that,
Inmate
like,
number, I mean.
but just like fake human number.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
I could see that.
Let's
You
call
know
it
what I'm saying.
Social
Yeah.
Security number.
Yeah.
Starts rapping out his social security
Yeah.
number.
Well, credit card front and back.
Yeah.
I enjoyed those.
I did too.
I
Yeah,
love Reddit
that was-
stories.
Me too.
I like
a
seeing
good
the ones on
time.
TikTok that are like, am I the jerk for doing this?
Yes.
Yes.
Am I the problem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love
Yes,
those.
you are the problem.
Yes.
Well, and it
Pretty
always
simple.
is.
Yeah.
Always
But
is.
it's always like,
Exactly.
am I the jerk for killing my husband just because he cheated on me?
Yes.
Yes,
You
you
are.
are.
I
Should be
mean,
federal
that's
prison.
still illegal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's still a
Regardless.
crime. Yeah.
You know what you could have done? You could have came back, like had like that revenge, like bounce back from
Yeah,
like cheating,
like
or
you
you could
just
kill
look
someone.
amazing,
Or
or
you could kill
and
someone.
you just never know.
Well,
That's true.
I enjoyed those.
I did too.
Yeah,
I flew all the way back from Florida for this.
All the
yeah.
way back.
And she's gonna.
My
fly
family's
back.
still in Florida. I'm
Yeah.
supposed to like be going soon.
Yeah.
The sacrifices.
I left
Uh-huh.
I left my phone here with Kate so she could look at Reddit stories.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then I flew to Florida for like a day and I came all the way back for this.
And now she's gonna go back.
And now I'm
after
gonna
this.
leave. So should I just go and you guys can
Yeah,
watch?
Charles, go ahead,
Yeah.
catch that
Bye.
flight.
Bye guys.
Have a good
See ya.
flight.
Bye.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching our small, fun episode. Stay tuned for next month.